3 long days, some I don't know. It takes a little more than what you show, and that's yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
Recording live from Cub Content Studios. Welcome to Bobby Finn Knows Everyone, a Pull Tab Sports production. I am Bobby Finn, born and bred on St. Paul's East Side, where it was all about looking out for each other, blue-collared hard work, and telling it like it is. No BS, and that's what you're going to get on our podcast. East Side straight talk, and the world's going a little sideways. Always with me, Tommy Lord. How are you, Tommy?
Hey, brother. How are you?
Very good, buddy. Thanks for joining, as always.
Thank you.
With us tonight, we have a couple guests in studio. We've had them both on separately, so it's going to be kind of a chore tonight to deal with Lamppa.
Ooh, I like that.
But
Pun intended.
Tom Chorske and Zach Lamppa, welcome to the pod, boys.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
yeah, you're welcome. And we got a couple people in the peanut gallery over there. Not quite sure if they're going to be on or not, but hey, welcome to the party.
Keep it down over there, you wild animals. So Zach was just on not too long ago. Tom was on during Hockey Day Minnesota White Bear Lake edition. How do you guys know each other? Where'd you guys come up together?
You tell him, Zach, because you do a good job at that.
We met in 2001 at Sean Podine's Team 25 Celebrity Golf Tournament down in Rochester, Minnesota. And Tom, I think you just retired at that point, didn't you?
Yeah, if it was 01, that was right when I was done.
And so we met down there, and you guys know Sean, right? He's one of the best guys in the world, and his foundation was a really, really cool thing for kids with ataxia, and Tom and I've been friends ever since. So we're going on 25 years here.
Yeah, that's hard to
What
believe.
did you have to do to get in the celebrity tournament?
Well, for me, I just had to know a celebrity.
I like it.
So I used to go down there with Josh DeWolf. Do you guys remember Josh DeWolf?
I remember the name.
So Wolfie and I were good friends, and he was a St. Cloud guy, and so I got a chance to go down there with him a few times, and then met Sean, and Sean's just a really good human being, and it was just an honor to be a part of it, and I had a chance to meet Tom through that. So
Rochester's finest.
Yeah, it was a big event. Sean used to pull all kinds. I mean, a lot of his teammates over the years, and then he started having access to some celebrities. Matt Damon was there one year. What's his name? Friends in Low Places. Garth Brooks showed up one time.
yeah, there was like the drummer from
Yeah, from that one of the rock bands.
Big. I mean, there was some Peter Forsberg. A lot of the Avs guys were there. They
Yeah,
won.
tons of
They
Avs.
won the cup. Right around that time. So there was a lot of big celebrities there. Brad Paisley was there.
Right.
Kimberly Williams. Right before Kimberly Williams.
Well, they're married, so
they're married, but they were there before they were
Big,
married,
yeah.
Big.
When they were doing
Yeah.
like
When they were
first
just-
met
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, getting going, and Brad
Yeah.
Paisley wasn't even that huge then, and then of course GB Layton would be one of the musicians too, and it was a lot of fun. That's a ton of fun.
for sure.
Let's get invited to one of these things, Bobby. Huh?
What
What do you know?
It's no longer. That one's no longer.
Where's
so.
C-listers?
What can you get us invited to?
Tiki Hut, by the way.
That place is bumping right now.
That place is real bumping.
It is.
Well, last time you heard Zach, we got to give you shit because you had a real hot take on Kirill Kaprizov. He's not going to sign. They're wasting their time. What else did he say, Bobby? You had 19
And he's
Harbaugh
not a
says,
big
I remember.
fan.
You're not a big fan, and then the next day he signs for $1 billion, and I think we probably edited half the podcast off the air.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the great thing about America, right, boys? I mean, we're all here we all get a second chance. So I appreciate you having me on, and let's not do that again.
Well, we invited Chorske back too because the first time he was on, he was out of control, outrageous. He was taking off his shirt. He tried to wrestle Bobby at
He's
one
too
point.
polished.
Yeah.
No, that's the guy in the corner over there. No, you said I was polished, and I don't remember exactly what we covered at Hockey Day, but then afterwards, apparently, I was telling better stories.
Oh, as soon as the cameras stop going,
Yeah.
Chorske starts telling us all the awesome stories. We're like, what the?
Did I ever tell you the story about Gretzky? We're like, what?
Yeah, there's a few. I've forgotten more than I can remember, but every now and then there's some good ones that pop up. We'll try to get some
Liven it up
interesting
a little
ones
bit.
a little
Get into
bit.
it more.
Yeah.
One thing we talked about was best high school hockey jersey. I think you said Southwest. I know you're.
I'm a big fan. I mean, it's not the only one, but and it's now defunct. But it was just like the Chicago Blackhawks. Although we were purple and white, but we had the Indian on the front that looked just like it, and everyone and a lot of people will back me up on that. They see it and they're like, yeah, that was one of the best jerseys. Oh yeah. But
Zach, what's your go-to? When you look at that jersey, what is it? What's the one that you love?
First thing that comes to mind is War Road, because War Road amateur hockey, you're in a different color and a whole different logo, and you have to earn your way to the varsity sweater, right? So I think War Road comes to mind first.
Is that right? I mean, I know that's Roseau too. Roseau's VFW.
Yeah, there might be a couple of them, and then White Bear Lake.
Harding, Harding was the same way. I mean,
different youth than
they gave a varsity jersey to a 6th grader.
Oh.
Right. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures.
Yeah.
Did you say Jefferson at one point?
Jefferson is my favorite jerseys. I love the color. The color is
the baby
everything.
blue.
Yeah, it's cool. And they had such a powerhouse team in the 90s.
No protein.
I think that's what you're impacted most by.
Yes.
Jerseys are so cool.
Growing up and
my
what's
uncle
iconic.
My uncle coached football there in the late 70s and early 80s. And so I would go to a football camp there.
Yeah.
So I was like, God, this is just, you're enamored by it, right?
Speaking of youth and kids playing hockey, so we do this segment called Dick of the Week. Bobby will end the pod with Don't Be a Dick.
Okay.
So we have a Dick of the Week, and I have one because now that you guys are talking about it, I've got an idea for one. And
Corey Millen? Corey Millen?
He's showing us the Dick of the Week.
Dick of 2026.
Yeah, God, that guy. He's in
Little
the peanut gallery there. He's in the
puppy
He's
puppy
making
peenie.
the peanut gallery.
Carrot weens.
So have you seen? So first of all, let me say who the Dick of the Week is sponsored by Gateway Fiber. Okay, so like Gateway Fiber, the Dick is big cable. That's not my Dick of the Week, but if you want to deal with some dicks, that's big cable. So that's why you got to get Gateway Fiber. Gateway Fiber has up to 2 gigs per second. Okay, they're not just another cable company; they're on your team. So call Gateway Fiber. Go to gatewayfiber.com. They got you rocking, and so call 1-888-201-4339. That's Gateway Fiber. We're super happy you sponsored the podcast. But my Dick of the Week, sponsored by Gateway Fiber, is: did you see those kids at the Hershey Pennsylvania hockey game? Where they
totally
threw these kids on the ice and they just started going at it, serious fighting.
Like a bench clearing brawl.
But
every kid on,
they kept coming in, kept into
so
the
aggressive.
Shot,
There weren't any coaches on the ice. There wasn't any refs on the ice. It got kind of violent. And I think I looked at
sports aren't going to hurt each other.
Did you see it?
The goalie's the only one that lit somebody up.
And the kid, they were skating into each other. Their skates, they were like kicking each other and stuff. Like, I've
that's
seen it.
Dangerous.
That's
I didn't
super
see that.
dangerous.
Well, didn't we speculate that it might have been staged?
I think it must have been
Yeah, they're
staged.
investigating it right now.
But now they're investigating.
There's always an investigation.
How about you just go, okay, hey, we're going to let you pretend to fight for a little bit and then pull you off each other? It was 5 minutes of full-on brawl.
Well, they locker box in the locker room anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Which is stupid. I don't promote that. But
yeah.
There's probably
That's
a
how
lot
you
of
get
concussions
some-
that way.
you
But
get
I
it
know
out.
I know it goes on, but not at that level. They were 8.
Yes. It looked a little bit too serious for my liking.
So is the Dick of the Week whoever let that happen?
I'm going to say the Hershey promotions department, I'm guessing, is the people who put
Who
it on.
allowed
that?
no
Unless you got
coaches on
insight.
the.
I'm just going to say the week before, Hershey was in the news because they're in the American Hockey League, right? And I actually played in Hershey, and my son plays in Hershey now on the road. The week before, though, they did the teddy bear toss. You know what that is?
Yeah.
So 80,000 teddy bears for kids. So
They're going to need them because they're in the hospital.
from the brawl.
Right.
That's why they did the teddy bear toss, and then they had the
So
fight
maybe it
after.
They
wasn't
should
the
do it
Hershey team.
after the kid game next
Yeah,
year.
I don't think it was the Hershey team, but you're right. If it was staged, when you guys mentioned that earlier in the week to us or to me and on text, I guess. But the more I thought about it, I was like, in this day and age, it wouldn't be beyond some jackass to go, hey, you know what would be funny if
Our kids
if
fought
our
each
kids
other.
start fighting, it'll go viral. So that is a dick move.
Yeah. Well, and it's like a two-pronged approach too. Like as a father, if my son were told by some dipshit to go out there and start a brawl without knowing and somebody gets hurt,
Right.
That would be I would now my wires would cross, right?
Yes.
But at the same time, to your point, Lordsy, they're 8 years old. They're having fun. They're out there. I mean, nobody's going to get hurt. So there's kind of for the fans and for hockey, it was kind of funny. But as a parent, I would probably, especially now in this day and age, to Chor's point, you're not going to you can't be everything to everybody. And I'm sure there's some pissed off parents.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, that
bet.
goalie was a mutant. And did you see him
He
coming
was
in?
just waffling,
I mean,
guys.
there was some dudes getting beat up.
So maybe it was real. I don't know.
Well, there was
We
no.
don't know.
Listen, okay, we've done these mini Mite jamboree deals up at UMD. There'd be a parent. I mean, we're all
On the ice,
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
there's
on.
multiple
We're literally
parents.
the Zamboni doors are open. I mean, I would have been out there in 20 seconds.
Right. Even if you
And
didn't
there
have
was
skates
no-
Well, the way
on,
you
there.
skate, it might have been 40.
Well, that's true. That's true. I would have had shoes on. Thank God. God forbid I had skates on.
Make a
Broom
wish,
ball
man.
shoes so you could grip.
Ankle bender.
That's so great. Okay. Thanks for, help me out there. Let me know what was going on there in Hershey. Let's talk real quick. Chor, you played in the World Juniors.
Yeah.
He was just here in Minnesota. Was it a bummer that no U.S., no Canada? Was it a success as a tournament? I went to the championship game. I thought it was fun. It was fun seeing the culture.
Yeah.
But what did you think of it overall?
Yeah. Well, I mean, having been to other international competitions, yeah, I mean, I appreciate the Swedes and the Finns and the Czechs and all the teams being there and their hockey. They're strong. They're strong this year, especially Sweden and Finland and Slovakia and whatever. But it's too bad that, and I mean, every year they especially when it's in North America, right? They want the Canada-U.S. matchup.
Sure.
And lately Canada's been stumbling, and they kind of stumbled again this year. If they don't win gold, it's a failure, right? I mean, the whole country is watching that team and that event, hoping that they can bring home the gold, and they've been not able to do it. What U.S. won the last two, and we're going for a three-peat. They didn't get the three-peat, but so, I mean, overall, I mean, I think that affects the financial success of it and the media success of it for sure. But hey, at the end of the day, the way I look at it is Sweden was the best team and they deserve to win, and so you got to tip your cap to them. And
sure.
It doesn't always go exactly the way you want, the hometown team.
Right.
It
It can't be like the NFL where it's all staged.
It's all
and they just
staged
put the best
and-
two teams in.
And the refs are paid off, and
Yeah, exactly.
And, no, I'm just kidding.
This is real sports, so sometimes there's going to be some
Yeah.
upsets, and sometimes teams are playing better.
But it's a wonderful tournament. It's clearly the best players in the world that are under 20. So it's an opportunity to see some future NHL stars and Olympic stars and just some real talented young hockey players.
So speaking of that, there's a kid that played for the U.S. national team, and he's one of their better players, but he left to go play WHL.
Right.
And
Forgetting his name, and he got blackballed.
JP
in
Hurlbert,
theory.
right?
JP Hurlbert.
And he didn't get chosen for the team, even though he's leading the WHL in scoring.
Right. He had been at the national team development program and elected to leave.
How do you not take him? I love Billy Guerin. I think Billy Guerin.
Well,
he's
that-
such
well,
a
he
well,
didn't
now
pick
you're
that
mixing.
team.
Isn't that
Oh,
a junior
listen,
player?
Oh, who decides who the junior team is?
John Van Beesbrook and
I
the
never
coach-
liked the Beezer.
and the coaching staff, and I mean,
Okay.
so
All right.
I don't know about how much. I don't know enough about it to know that it was completely.
You're just picked, and you're
blackballed.
like, yeah, I'm good.
No, I mean, I'm just talking about this particular
Yeah,
situation.
no,
I don't know enough about it, but on the surface, it looks like he was blackballed.
We had to be.
And I think the attendance was down. Like I went to the Swiss Germany game, and I talked to the lady in the concourse at the aisle, and she said that there was 2,500 seats sold that game. And I was talking to some people that were next to us, and that you could have tripled or quadrupled that in Canada. So this is kind of a question with maybe answering it, but would there have been more attendance given everything? I know this is not a political podcast, but are there factors there where if this were held in Canada, would there have been more butts in the seats for a Germany-Swiss game I mean, guys, I was there. I was with my boy and my
For
father.
sure there would have been.
And it was
I can tell you.
fucking, it was fucking dead. I mean, the whole vibe was dead.
Right.
I mean, it was just, you
Well,
could
that's
hear people talking.
But they can't host it in Canada every year, and they're
Well,
probably
of
thinking
course.
Minnesota's going to pull some Canadians down, but maybe
Well,
it
it's the
didn't.
second best option to
And-
Canada. in
Yeah,
my
and it
mind.
hasn't been here for a while, and they used to have it in North Dakota, and it's successful there. Here's some of the factors that came into it, and there's always going to be quiet games when it's Germany versus Switzerland, and you're in North America. There's not going to be tons of fans, but the political environment, Canada is basically told not to travel to the U.S. if you can avoid it.
Yeah.
Also, their Canadian dollar is not very strong against the U.S. dollar, right? So it gets super expensive for them to come down, and they're basically they're kind of being told, hey, the U.S. is, we're not on great terms with them right now, so let's avoid going down and traveling
Yeah.
and tourists and all that stuff. And then the weaker dollar, right? So, I mean, if it was in Canada, Canadians would have come out more for the games, and they wouldn't cost them as much as coming down and spending Canadian dollars in the U.S. And maybe even for other countries too, could travel there for cheaper. I don't know.
And that's the thing, right? Like true hockey fans, I mean, you're going to the games to watch. I mean, if you're going to a Germany-Swiss game, you're going there to watch certain players, right? I don't have a dog in the fight, but I really want to see.
Or you're just a hockey.
You're just a hockey
purist,
aficionado
yeah.
or
You wanna
whatever.
see a
You
guy
want
who
to
got drafted by the
right.
Wild. Or
You
got-
want to
Right.
see the top guys on
Kids
each
playing
team
for the
go
Gophers.
at it, right?
Yeah.
And so that you're definitely chores spot on there.
Yeah.
Tickets were.
And tickets were too expensive out
They
of the
were
gate.
like, well, how do you do that? You're trying to draw a crowd. Why would they think that it's going to go like that?
Well, I think they figure that this is the state of hockey, full of passionate hockey fans, hockey families, which is true. But like having run a junior team in St. Cloud, what you find out is that, hey, most hockey families, guess where they're at the rink 5 days a week.
Yeah, they get a lot of
Or
hockey.
they're 5 days a week. They're at the rink,
Yeah.
right? And now you're playing on Saturday or Sunday, and if they have a Friday off, and they probably have to be at the rink on Saturday with their peewee or their squirt or their bantam, and maybe it's early in the morning too. They're like, I am not going to a hockey game
we'll watch
tonight
it.
on Friday.
Yeah,
right?
and
I'm
mom and
staying
dad
home.
now are both working, right? You
Right.
got dual
So-
income families. Hockey's expensive as it is, and then it's like you're dropping.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, you're dropping $80 each
$80
ticket.
on one round.
Yeah. And it's just hard for them to get there.
And
Like,
then 10 rounds.
but
you're
it was
like, ooh.
expensive. It was expensive for ticket packages and tickets. They
That's too bad. I
overpriced
think
a
they
little bit, which
missed
is
the
too bad.
butt. I think I missed the
Yeah, and
bus
they
a
didn't
little
mean
bit.
to. They, you bid on these things, the behind the scenes, right? There's
Yeah,
a whole
yeah.
organizing committee and a bidding committee, and they put together a package, and then the IIHF makes a decision on
Where it's going.
where it's going to go, right? And they're basing it on this great proposal, and then all of a sudden we got chosen. And then the pressure's on, right? And they probably like promised a certain amount of money, or we think we can get this, and then IHF rewarded them for that, and then it's starting to look like ticket sales are going to be down, and attendance will be down, so concessions are down, and parking's down, and all of a sudden it's like kind of stressful.
Yeah, the chip was fun.
Chip was super fun. We sat in front of Team Sweden's parents and girlfriends.
Oh
right?
yeah,
And behind
the Wags were
Chechnya.
there too, huh?
the Chechnyans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Wags were
We,
there.
we sat behind the girlfriends, and that was the best place to sit. I think. Yeah, you don't want to sit in front of them.
We were at Zamboni's.
You'd be breaking your neck.
Yeah.
You'd have a stiff neck.
My dad and myself and my son Dutch, actually Corey was there too. We went to Zamboni's, which is a great spot right across the street from the new
Shameless plug or
the
free
Nino,
plug?
the Nino.
The Nino, that's right.
Fucking have a hard time saying
Nino.
that. It's getting there though.
It's
We're
getting-
getting
it's
we're
coming
getting
around.
there. But I mean, the Swedes were chanting and having a blast.
Yeah.
You know, just even before their preliminary games and stuff. So
I was cheering for him. How are you feeling about the Olympics? You guys think Billy G picked the right squad for the Olympic squad? Zach?
I think Katie Million picked the right team for the women's side.
Oh, she picked it.
Well, of course. Well,
part
her,
of it.
her and her staff.
Who's
right?
on
I
the
mean,
squad? Who are you liking? Abby Murphy make it?
oh my God, that move
See
she
that
made
move
the other
she
night.
pulled the other
Yeah,
night?
that was pretty.
I think the women are destined to win the gold this year. That's I mean, Katie's a hell of a human being, and I think she's really well. I know she's really good at her job, so I think they're going to win the gold.
All right.
I hope so. Got a friend of the family in there, Rory Gilday from Minnetonka, plays at Cornell. So shout out to the Gildays. But
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and shout out to Katie too. You guys, I'm excited for them.
yeah,
They missed on Addie Finn, but
Yeah, right?
We're not talking.
Yeah,
Right?
Come on, Addie.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Come on, Dad.
Got some
Yeah.
time.
You just, I guess you're not politically aligned, right, or something.
You know,
Yeah,
just
what's going
to
on,
each his
Bobby?
own. Tomato, tomato.
On the men's side, that's a tricky one. I mean, I get it. That's a hard spot to be in because you're going to leave some good players off the roster. Although I think we've already seen, at least for Canada, right? There's been a couple injuries, and the
injuries,
U.S. Jones,
Seth Jones.
Seth Jones got hurt, and so he's off, right? So,
Okay.
but you're right. You know, he announced the team, so anyone after that is
Right.
Plan B. But hey, it's a tough. You know, they're trying to build a team, not just like whatever Herb Brooks said,
Yeah,
right? I
so
don't want the
going
best
after-
players. I want
Right.
the right players.
Yeah, and Billy G had a nice comment about it too. He's like, if we're just taking the top scorers and the top analytical guys, then why do you need a GM? Right?
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
that comment that he made, it made you sit
Yeah.
back and think, like, okay,
Yeah,
I mean,
fair enough.
You know,
I'm not
it's
sure
fair
Jason
enough.
Robinson likes that.
I was just gonna
Or
say, like,
Adam
I
Fox.
saw 27 goals. You're like,
And
huh.
he didn't he get snubbed from the All Nations, 2 of the 4 nations?
Yeah, him and a couple others.
Yeah.
I mean, they flipped the script on a couple guys, but which is good. Thompson, right? I
Yeah,
think,
you got to have a couple new faces
for sure, and some guys that have been performing, and there was a couple that were on there that didn't perform that great. It's tough, and look, I think I'm friends with Billy G, and we were teammates on the '95 Stanley Cup team. So,
Where's Corey? Because Corey you met at that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Corey's,
Corey
Corey's
left.
down at the Tiki Bar.
it's a sore subject. So I can't get too deep into criticizing Billy G.
Oh yeah. Well, he puts together some good teams, and you gotta build them to compete the right way. And I think the 4 Nations U.S.
Oh, my
squad
God,
Right.
is
it was
pretty
incredible.
pretty
And
good.
time will tell, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I think they're not doing that again this year, are they? 4 Nations.
No, I think they skip it this
no,
year.
with the
Olympics?
Olympics,
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
that's the event. The
Yeah.
Olympics.
And best thing that happened to Neil Broughton, getting traded for Corey Millen.
Yeah, that's part of the sore subject conversation. Corey's
he
left
was
the room.
traded for Neil Broughton, and he
Yeah.
left the room.
I didn't know that. Is that why he left?
And Neil Broughton won the cup
Oh God.
with Chore.
with me.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So
All right, Zach. Question for you as we get into a little chore talk. Do you know when Tom Chorske won the Stanley Cup with the
Devils.
Devils? Who were the 4 other Minnesotans on that squad? And I think it was just 4 from my research. Can you name them? Bobby, could you name them?
I'm fucked.
Are
well,
you?
we just mentioned
We
one.
mentioned one. Yep.
He
Well,
doesn't-
Broughton.
Yeah.
There you go.
Broughton.
Neil Broughton was
Yeah,
one.
Broughton. I mean, this is fuck. I don't know.
Could you pull it out if
One
you needed
was-
to?
I'll give you a hint.
I was 4
One's
years old when
from
that happened.
the other one's from Pengilly, or
I played softball with one.
he had long hair and he fought a lot.
Yep, Chris McAlpine.
No,
You're talking about
I'm
the.
talking about Mike Peluso.
Oh,
Peluso.
Chris McAlpine was
Chris,
another
yeah.
one.
Yep. I think those were the 4.
Well,
you
and me,
and you.
right?
Yeah. There wasn't another one, was there? It's kind of crazy. 4 Minnesotans
No,
on one roster.
Ben Hankinson had been on the team, but he got traded at the deadline for, I think Cole, what was his name, came in from Tampa Bay, as did Sean Chambers, who had played for the North Stars.
Stars. Yep.
He had a big finals for us, a couple goals.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Well, we kind of Bobby and I dug into it last night. Looking at,
Let me interrupt.
Yeah.
You. I think Matamidai's finest goaltender, the family's from Matamidai, Warren Strelo. So he was our goalie coach. So he was from Minnesota.
Oh, nice.
So I think
So
he was.
you know, I've known Tom for 25 years, and I've never asked him this question, but let's do it right now. What was the Letterman experience like when you guys were on Letterman?
Yeah, after we won, we got to go on Letterman a couple nights later.
Because you sat like close to him, didn't you? Like you were.
Well, the first time we came out was with the top 10
Yeah.
card, you know,
Yeah,
the list.
yep.
And so there were 8 of us or something. So we all came on stage and stood around him, and he took the top 10 card out. So we didn't really, it's not like we sat down and got interviewed. We came out for 25, 30 seconds. He kind of took it, and then he congratulated us, whatever. Then we left. And for whatever reason, the crowd gave us such a big cheer, standing ovation. We went back to the green room, and they had set us up with like cigars and drinks and stuff. So we were sitting back there. And Diane Lane, by the way, was the
she's
one of
on
the guests.
fire.
Yeah, it was a good one.
That's a good one. It's a good night to
And
be
anyway,
on.
they came back in. They're like, "Hey,"
You wake up like this.
With the figure?
and at the time, she was probably relatively unknown, right? It was '95, so she was promoting her very first movie or something. But I do remember that because we passed her in the stairs going back down to the green room. Anyway, it went so well, they came back and they said, "Hey, he wants you to come back out again." And so they went back, and then they came in there like, "This time we were trying to figure out why would we go back out there." And we poured coffee into his coffee cup. So they put coffee in the Stanley Cup.
Oh, nice.
And we came out and he filled up his cup and they poured it in there. So.
Don't
But
let
it
him
was
touch it.
at the time the Late Show was
Was the
It was
best.
the huge
Yeah,
thing, late
yeah.
night with David Letterman. And so we piled in some limos, went in from Jersey, and we were partying the whole time anyway. So it was a good time.
That's killer.
Thanks for asking, Zach.
Yeah, Zach,
I'm
good
Zach.
question.
Yep, I'm Zach.
Did
Yep.
you have your day with the cup before Neil Broughton, or was
No,
it
right after.
Okay, right after.
In fact, I got it for an extra half day, 3/4 of a day, because Neil's so like simple and basic. He had a little barbecue like luncheon on a Saturday,
Yeah.
and the guy called me up at like 2 p.m, and Neil was done with it. And he was, and so the guy's over in River Falls, and he calls me and he's like, "Hey, Neil's done with the cup." He goes, "I just looked and it's like I can be there in like an hour and a half. Should I head over?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, get it over here." And I went to work on, because there were some people that had said, "Hey, could you swing by the bar? Could you, if you ever?" And I'm like, "I'm only going to have it for a day." Then I had it for an extra day. So we started bar hopping on a Sunday and went to Bunny's, and that was fun. And
Was there
Samuel's Park.
anything other than clean that happened to the cup when Neil gave it to you?
Was there anything
Was there anything more dirty that happened?
Oh, then they gave it to me?
Yeah.
Oh, did I tell you a story about
Yeah, I
that?
think you told us a story.
Did
yeah.
he?
He didn't do anything. I've heard stories over the years later, not at the time.
Right.
And I didn't do anything wrong with it, but
They clean it pretty good.
but it's been in.
I mean, they wear white gloves for fuck's sake.
Oh, it's been cleaned and shined a million times every time it goes out, right? But there's some shady stories about it's been in strip clubs and stuff like that.
Defiling the cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
It's been in the bottom of pools.
that true. Yeah. And another kind of funny story was that for a while there was like a brother of a former player, I think it was in Edmonton, and he was going around telling people his name was on the cup, and he was like a brother. He was like a nobody, and they were like, "What do you mean your name's on the cup?" He goes, "Trust me, my name's on the cup." Then he'd tell them they had taken the bottom off of it, and he like wrote his name in Sharpie on the inside.
Wow.
Because the bottom had screws, and you can
Okay.
take the bottom off, so they did that and
Funny.
put his name on the cup.
Is it
on
any
the inside.
chance the person that you were drafted ahead of, Gretzky?
I was not. Oh,
Yeah,
his
you were
brother.
drafted ahead of Gretzky.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah.
a claim to fame.
What's his name?
Keith
Gretzky. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, Keith.
I never really crossed paths with him, but
Troy used to walk into the bars back in the day
yeah.
when he was wrestling.
Got
I was drafted ahead of Gretzky.
Ahead of Gretzky.
Yeah.
16's pretty dang high. Is there?
That was high. It was higher than I was expecting to go. I wasn't at the draft, the way they are these days with their posse and cameras are on them. I was at home. I think I was mowing the lawn. I usually say on a Saturday afternoon, and got a call. I was ranked like in the 20s, but Montreal had 2 picks, and they picked this one guy, Charbonneau, at like 8 or something, and then they had another pick at 16, and they picked me because I think one of their scouts thought I was a good pick at 16, and maybe I wasn't going to be around at 26 or what I was supposed to be at. But I was going to tell you my Gretzky story. Whenever you bring up Gretzky, I don't remember if I told you this story, but my rookie year, I'm in Montreal, and I look on the schedule, and LA's coming to town in 10 days or whatever. I made the team, and we're going to play LA pretty early, and I'm fired up. To the thought of playing against Wayne Gretzky is pretty cool at that time. So day comes, we're in our morning skate, we're skating around, and Pat Burns, the coach at Montreal at the time, wasn't a huge fan of TC. He didn't love American college, rookies. I had like 3 strikes against me with this guy.
Right.
He's a former cop. He's mean and tough and gruff, and I wasn't. And anyway, he calls me over to have a little chat about tonight's game. I thought maybe he was going to tell me I wasn't playing, but he said, "Hey, so tonight, obviously, Gretzky, Curry, like we gotta be on our toes. We got a game plan on when he's on the ice, and I need you to be ready." And I'm looking at him wide-eyed. I'm like, "Okay, what do you need me to do?" He's like, "When Gretzky gets on the ice, you get the fuck off." And he was dead serious.
That's
And he
hilarious.
skated away.
Here's the game plan.
I was going to think that you're going to be like Neil Broughton, and you're going to fight Gretzky and knock him down.
Oh, yeah. I did have a crazy buddy who used to tell me to do that.
Yeah.
He's like,
Just go hit him.
he goes, just go blow him up. He
Yeah.
goes, it'll be awesome.
You're going to get tomahawked.
You'll be on Sports Center.
Yeah.
You'll be on the cover of SI. I'm like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. That's a death wish.
Yeah.
You ever
100%.
take down an NHL player? You ever get in a fight? You ever get in a little fisticuffs with the tough guy?
Took me down in a hotel room one
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that
so
your claim to fame?
Chor and I got into one in Bismarck, North Dakota. I don't even know. Well, Corey just got back. I don't know if he's got what has he got there? He's
got a
little,
cocktail
a
from
little cocktail from
downstairs.
downstairs.
What a beauty.
He is a beauty. Yeah, Chor was the GM and working for the Norsemen, and his son was playing there.
Corey loves to hear that.
And,
I'm the GM.
Yeah, because Corey was the head coach and maybe GM.
He was the
And I went out to Bismarck with Tom, and Tom had been out there with me maybe 1 or 2 times prior when I was in my oil and gas business. And it was late. We were drinking brown water, and we said a few choice words, and before you know it, I'm dry humping Tom on the bed, and then he woke up, and it was like fucking on. He
That is
threw me
not
into
what
the
happened.
chair, broke a lamp, broke the headboard. Millen broke us up, and then him and I had to go back to La Quinta and sleep in the same room. It's all good. It's all good.
Chorsche's like,
He's being annoying, so I rushed him, and then we were wrestling around, breaking lamps and stuff, but it was good.
Yeah, we moved some furniture around in
It
there.
was fine.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
good.
I'm gonna get some of these smelling salts in case shit gets weird after the pod here.
That's good. I like
That's
it.
funny.
All right. Speaking of tough guys, I got a little trivia question for you guys. All right.
Speaking of
You
tough
all right
guys,
there, Corey, over
speaking
there?
of tough guys, Corey gets up walking.
Corey's sleepwalking over there.
Sleepwalking. All right.
I thought it was Chelios over there for a second.
We're gonna
Bumping
play a
into
little game.
Okay.
Speaking of tough guys, or even just like guys that had good nicknames, NHL players that had nicknames, and wrestlers that had good nicknames. You guys have to guess wrestler or NHL player.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay, who are you gonna start
We'll
with?
do it this way. Your name is your buzzer, just like K-Fan. So I'll say a name like Mr. Hockey, and you go.
Gordie Howe. Bobby Gordie Howe.
So you said Bobby.
I thought I was Mr. Hockey.
That's his.
Hey,
Tom
touche.
Dixon.
Minnesota
yeah,
hockey.
Yeah, first one in Minnesota.
That's
right here.
different. That's
Say
a
your
different
name-
Mr. Hockey.
Say your name first. That's your buzzer. Don't just say the answer. Go
So
Bobby, or say you said Tom.
Chor.
Chor. Yep.
TC.
Okay.
Chor.
I'm
Chor
going to
is
say
faster.
Finn because that's easier.
Yeah,
Okay.
Chor,
You
Finn.
guys want to practice your
Lamps.
buzzer?
So I'd say lamps.
Yep.
Then,
Lamps.
so I'd say lamps. Then the name. Okay,
Well,
got it.
if you're first and he
Well,
calls on
I'm
you,
gonna I'm gonna fucking
pump
win.
the brakes
What
there,
do you-
pal.
I'm
You
gonna
gotta
win.
guess wrestler or NHL
Got it.
player.
Okay.
This is the nickname. The American Dream.
Finn. Dusty Rhodes.
Nice. Okay, that's a wrestler.
Yeah.
You guys
I was
are
gonna
cheating.
say.
You,
No, I
you
swear
showed
to
him.
God.
That's a wrestler.
I swear to God.
Hey, here we go. The Rat.
Chor. Hockey.
Hockey.
Kenny the Rat Linsman.
Also,
Yep, there was another
Oh,
one.
there's a new one,
Brand
Marchand.
Marchand.
Yeah,
Yes.
sorry, I'm
There's
old.
a
I'm
couple
older.
there.
I'm old
Wasn't
school.
Dougie Gilmore the Rat too?
Okay, ready? How about this one? The Golden Jet.
Lamps.
Oh,
Bobby Hall.
Nice. It's 1-1-1, I think, right?
yeah.
What did I say? Fuck.
The Russian Bear.
Finn.
Yeah. You guess you don't have
Well,
to know who it is.
He was a wrestler from.
Yeah, I
Ruslan
could've done
Soule.
that.
What was his name though?
You don't have to know the name. You're
But
right. It was
Rulon
Rulon
Gardner.
Rulon Gardner beat him
Ivan
What-
Koloff.
in the
Ivan
greatest-
Ivan Kola.
Ivan
in the greatest
Koloff.
wrestling match ever.
I thought one of you might think it was Ovechkin, but it's not. All right. Mr. Perfect.
Chor. Wrestling.
Correct. Kurt Hennig.
Yeah, but you don't have to name the name.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Okay,
bonus
okay.
points,
Well,
yeah.
that's
That's
bonus.
bonus
Okay,
points.
you just
Yeah,
have to
that's
do the
bonus
name, the
points.
hockey.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay, I just woke up.
Welcome.
Track
Welcome
Welcome to the
welcome
game.
welcome to the
What kind
podcast.
of fucking game is this? 50-50.
You do need those smelling salts.
Sound it out.
All right, so 2, 2, 1.
Oh, fuck. I'm dialed now.
Okay, ready? Here we go. The cat.
Lamps. Well, that's a tie.
Hockey. It was the freaking goalie for Toronto.
Yeah, who was it?
Felix
Felix.
Potvin.
Felix
Good,
Potvin, nice.
Good call.
Captain Sirius.
Lamps. Wrestling.
Wrong.
What? I get -1?
Sure. Hockey.
Yes.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
50-50.
You know who it
There you
was?
go, Tommy.
Not even 50-50.
you know who it is?
It's
It was
100%.
100% at that point, yeah.
Do you know who it is?
Say it again.
Captain Sirius. Just,
Tom Chorske.
Oh,
Captain
do you know who it is?
Serious.
Tapes.
Yes, Jonathan.
Hey, I get a half a
Sirius.
point for that.
right, we'll give you
That's
half a
pretty
point.
good.
Quarter of a point.
Because you fucked me on the Bobby Finn and I talked. We tied on that
You're
one.
right.
You fucked me.
I didn't.
Let's see if you know this one. Cement head.
Lamps. Hockey.
Yep.
Semenko.
Yes,
Yep.
Cemenko.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know.
Sorry, I shouldn't step on your
Well,
mic.
It's been like
Touchdown
that for-
call.
It's
Is
been like
that
that
goal
for
score
25 years.
call?
Superfly.
Jimmy
Oh,
Snuka.
Lamps. Lamps. Wrestling.
damn it.
Wrestling. Yep. You didn't say your name. Lamps is
I
pulling
went.
ahead.
We need to start
in
practicing
Minneapolis. I went to
before-
grade school with a kid named Superfly.
Did you?
Hey, you know, hey,
He's from the north side.
Hey, when I was in high school,
From the north
I
side.
graduated with a girl named Jenny Brunzell. Shout out to Jenny Brunzell if she's
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Her dad
Jumpin'.
was jumping Jimmy
Killer
Brunzell.
Bees.
He was
And
part
he
of the
used to
Killer
like we
Bees.
used to get like
Yeah.
supplements and shit from him. He was the bomb.
Well, that's the
Jumpin'
Lyle
Jimmy.
Did he give you
Alzado
tips?
supplements. You better get off of those.
Did he give you tips when you wrestled Chore?
Well,
No,
yeah,
he didn't.
he taught me a
Apparently
few
not,
things.
because I took him
Well,
down first.
that's subjective. We'll talk about that again later.
Okay, here we go. Jumbo.
Short. Hockey.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Jim
Joe
Thornton.
Thornton.
Yeah.
Jumbo Joe.
Yeah.
It sounds like a wrestler. It's
It
good.
does.
Good one.
The Eagle.
Lamps.
God, Lamps.
Or
beat me.
Lamps.
You gotta say his
Hockey.
name.
Correct.
You know-
Eddie
what it is?
Belfour.
Yeah, good. Saw him the other day.
Correct.
It's at the Wild game for some reason.
Big Red Machine.
Lamps. Wrestling.
Yes. Do you know who it is?
Who the hell is
It
that?
just sounded like
How
a
is that
wrestling.
not the Russian hockey?
It's
just
he's a
sounded
new
like
guy.
a wrestler.
He's a new wrestler, Kane. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But you got it. That's the name of the game.
What's the score?
You've got 4. You've come ahead. Tom and Bobby are at 3.
Okay. I'm going to put dummy these two mutants.
They call this guy the Hammer.
Finn. Wrestling.
No.
Lamps. Hockey.
Yes. Do you know
You
who?
know who it is?
Yeah.
Do you know who
I
it is?
know it is.
Yes.
It might be the
You
You
may
know
have
who it
played
is?
with him.
No, I don't. But
Oh,
I still won.
I thought it was Schultz.
I have
Oh,
down.
that's a good call.
what was-
Schultz.
Who did I say? The Hammer. Mark Howe? Did you play at the Mark Howe?
No.
No. Okay.
He was on your Stanley Cup team.
No. Was he?
Mark Howe? No,
Uh,
he wasn't.
He would know.
ChatGPT also said Theo Fleury was on your North Star team.
Yeah, it did. It
My
said you
North
played
Star
with
team.
Theo Fleury and the North Stars.
That's ChatGPT is wrong.
Yeah, so we're like, there you're right. The Grim Reaper.
Lamps. Hockey. Stu Grimson.
Nice.
That's a good one.
Come on, Bobby, you're getting smoked.
I know. I'm 7 in.
Okay, ready? The King.
Short. Wrestling.
And
oh, yes.
and you can say hockey.
And hockey.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll give you 2 points for that.
Are we
What?
talking?
Hold on.
Bobby's
No,
really
you
good
can't be
kick.
just giving
Fine.
out points.
Jeez.
Are we talking King Henrik?
Yes, that would be the other one. So that was a little
He
bit of a trick
interviewed
question.
him in Sweden.
Oh, really?
When he was doing a thing for Bauer.
Great dude. Super
Handsome
good dude.
man.
Oh,
Bauer?
beauty.
Yeah.
A lot of people say I look like Henrik Lundqvist. And they're called blind.
From behind.
Yeah, from behind. From behind. Well, I got.
I wouldn't even
Well,
go
there's.
that
I don't
far.
even want to go in there. I don't want to go there.
All right, see if you know this one. This is a tough one. Mr. Zero.
Lamps. Wrestler.
Yeah. No, that's hockey.
Gotta be a goalie.
Chore hockey.
Yep. He was a
Is that
goalie.
Brunswick?
Yes.
Frank
Yes.
Brunswick.
God, look at that. He's
Sounds
got
like a
some
bowler.
knowledge.
Well,
Oh, the
at,
Brimsick
at the
Award.
Mr. Hockey banquet, we give out or they give out the goalie award is the Frank Brimsick.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right.
Every year I hear a story about
Sick
Mr.
brag,
Zero.
Chore. Sick brag.
Sick brag.
And White Bear. The White
What-
Bear. The White
what
Bear
it-
goalie.
Isn't it ain't bragging if you did it? Isn't that a
That's not,
saying?
I mean, you did it. Yes.
There's not more many humble
you
guys
should
out there
brag.
than Tom.
Yes.
All right, next one. The Ravishing One.
Lamppa.
That's-
Lamps.
that's
Rest
Rick-
wrestling.
that's Rick
Ravishing
Rude.
Rick Rude.
Yes.
That guy was built like me.
From behind.
From behind.
The Professor.
Lamps.
Hockey. Sorry. You don't even know who it is.
Yeah, I do.
Who?
Lindstrom.
No.
Lindstrom.
Larionov.
Yes.
Okay, it started with an L. I think I'm up. Fuck, I'm up like 3 now,
I think
boys.
you are.
You gotta say
I'm
that.
I'm done now. I'll just relax. I'm a genius level intellect here.
He hits all the wrestling ones. You guys get all the hockey ones. The Anvil.
Wrestling, but Finn, wrestling.
That's wrestling.
Anvil Neinhardt.
Yes.
I'm not really guessing because I don't really give a shit.
All right. I think you might have said, well, maybe not. The Finnish Flash.
Lamppa.
Oh,
Hockey.
shit. I keep
That's gotta
saying
be
my,
Solani.
I gotta say
Solani.
my name.
All right. 2 more.
Okay. Sure.
The American Dream.
Lamps wrestling.
Correct. Do you know who it was?
Not Ric Flair.
You're close. Let's start with the R.
Randy Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes.
That's the second Dusty Rhodes I've heard.
That's the name of my.
I played with Damian Rhodes and we called him Dusty.
That's the name of my penis,
funny.
Dusty Rhodes.
Cheer, Reagan. Our producer, Reagan.
The Rocket.
Laughing at that one.
The Rocket.
Sure. Hockey.
Chore, got it.
Played
All right.
in Montreal.
We're going to give this one to Chore.
Although there was a Russian
Ding,
Rocket.
ding, ding, ding. Look at Lamppa. He's like straight.
He should.
I can't win. It's
He should turn his mic off.
that's
He's gonna.
Kick me out. I'll go down to the tiki bar with Millen.
All right. While you guys are figuring out your lives and why you're so smart at trivia, let's thank our new sponsor, which also Bobby's daughter knows a lot about because she's been using this product, Cascade CBX Sport. You're going to use this next time you wrestle Chore. It's a new CBD. It's not THC at all. It's CBD balm. You literally put it on, helps your muscles heal.
Yeah.
Recovery. It's recovery, and they've done. They spent their time and money to achieve this thing called an NSF certification for sport, which means it is clear and free of over 300 banned substances. So it means you're good to use it, whether you're a weekend warrior like this guy Lamppa, whether you're a seasoned athlete like this guy Bobby. You use it to like manage your pain, reduce inflammation. They say it works like a charm. Bobby's daughter plays from New Hampshire, says that as well. So check them out at CascadeCBXSport.com. And trust the shield, stay on the field. That's Cascade CBX Sport. Thanks for sponsoring the pod.
Thanks, Cascade.
You got a bar review you want to talk about? Have you had been to any good bars lately you want to talk to?
Oh, there's one in is it Vadnais Heights or is it White Bear? Right off of
It's
County
right
Road.
in the middle there, yeah.
We're going to have to go with Jimmy's because that place is rocking all the time.
Yeah, good bingo.
I went to, why weren't you there?
Did they have a meat raffle?
They have everything. I went to the old timers.
Meat raffles are big where Millen's from, so that's right.
Yeah, Corey's the king of the
I've been
meat
hearing
raffle.
a lot about meat raffles in Cloquet.
The tube steak.
Everything.
Cheese dick.
Bacon.
Cheese dick.
Chops.
I went to the old timers hockey thing down at Mancini's probably
Okay.
about a month ago.
Oh, the group, the old timers
Yeah.
group. Yeah.
And so I met my buddy that lives in Hugo at Jimmy's.
I didn't get the invite. So.
I'll give you a shout out next year.
Okay.
So I met him at Jimmy's. It's 9 a.m. on a Monday because the event started at 11.
Good for you guys.
It
meeting
was
at 9.
jam packed at 9 a.m. on a Monday.
No way.
They had bingo going on.
That place is pretty
It's-
sweet.
I mean, they got everything there. They got a
9
hotel
a.m.
next
bingo.
door.
And it's in a strip mall,
Yeah.
but it's so
It is in a strip
it's
mall.
secretly
Yes.
big. Like you can't tell from
Right.
the outside, but when you get in there, it's like a fucking bowling alley.
And they have everything in there.
Yeah.
Everything.
And it's not considered St. Paul because that's
No, it's just a little north.
7 a.m. on Monday. I could see St. Paul.
Yeah, you could see Vogel's lighting up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what'd you think? Did you have some cocktails?
It had some cocktails.
Did you have any food? Have you eaten there?
I have ate there. It's pretty good.
Okay, so
Yeah.
and, let's start with this. What'd you think of the food?
Food was, it was good. I would say a 9.
God,
Maybe a 8, 9.
8, 9.
So near the, how close is it to the hockey rink up there in Bad?
It's close.
Yeah.
3 blocks, half a mile.
Well, it's close to the Saks, the
Yeah.
Gentry.
the Gentry facility.
White
Then,
Bear plays there.
Yeah,
too.
96 is a couple miles up.
Okay, service. How are the bartenders? How was the
They have a ton of bartenders, so it was pretty good.
at 9 a.m.?
So I'd say, yeah, at 9 a.m., yeah, it was packed.
It was packed.
I'm going to give them a 9.
Going to 9 there. Atmosphere,
Atmosphere was wild at 9 a.m.
big place.
Big
Is
place.
it connected to a hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus, we had my class reunion there one year, and everybody stayed in hotels.
What year did you graduate?
1990.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about the what'd you get? What'd you rate it out of 10 for atmosphere here?
Atmosphere 9.2.
9.2. And then cocktails
9.4.
9.4.
Yeah,
they make
cocktails
them
are always
strong,
good.
or
Yeah,
just because
they're
you
good.
had 37 of them?
Probably
A little bit of
Are you-
both.
are you
Maybe a
rating
little bit of
the
both.
abundance?
more of the latter.
Okay.
Was
Gotcha.
this kind of holiday time or no?
It's always holiday. Sure.
Every
you just
every-
find a
every
holiday.
Monday is a holiday.
Is it
Any day that ends in Y.
Is it a President's Day Monday?
You work on Sundays, so Monday's your off day.
Absolutely.
So did you check out the trifecta? Do they have pull tabs?
They do, and they have a lot of them. It's a freaking
They
heavy.
have bingo too. They have
have
fancy
bingo?
bingo that you get a screen. You don't even have to like
Really?
daub anything. You just press a button,
Oh,
or it
yeah.
just
Yeah,
like
it's the best.
loads
On
it for you.
tablets? Like
Yes.
on
Yeah, it's
tablet?
so
Yeah,
it's
it's on
advanced, isn't it? Bingo's advanced.
All you
Yeah.
do is hit the screen, and it does the number for you.
Yeah, it's
I
not
kind of
like
I like the old school with the dauber and
Oh,
shit.
I hate it.
$2 a card.
Can't
and you
talk.
just like,
Well, but that's it's
Yeah.
and you get it all over your hands and shit.
what are we talking about here?
The dauber.
Oh, okay. Touch tunes,
They do have touch tunes,
golden tee.
and they have golden.
You
tea.
sure they have golden tee?
100%.
Do they have a
have
claw
golden tea.
machine?
They might have the crane game.
The crane game.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ripping tabs over there?
Yeah.
Ripping tabs
Okay,
and
so
playing. Yeah, you
play
can
the
rip
music
tabs
too?
and play bingo. That's why you don't need the dauber.
What's that place called? Jimmy's.
Jimmy's.
All right, go check it out.
Check out Jimmy's.
What's the tunes thing
And
called?
order
Touch
carbless. Thanks, carbless.
Carbless.
Hey,
Yeah.
these are really good.
They set us
Carbless
up.
is the bomb.
Absolutely.
These are really good.
How many carbs are in there?
0.
Wow.
That's why it's carbless.
It's like you're drinking for free.
Thanks for the
It's
drinks,
crazy.
carbless.
Crazy not to.
Appreciate it.
You need
Can
one?
I have another one?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
you can.
So Zach, any more hot takes you want to like round out our pod with? Anything
I mean,
you've
that-
seen lately?
I mean, let's talk about nutbag hockey parents.
Are you gonna take some down? What's going on here?
Well, you know, on all seriousness. I mean, I've pumped Chorske tires. I mean, Tommy's had 3 kids in the Edina program, and 2 that have ended up playing Division I hockey, and so I've learned a lot from Tom and some of my. I'm so lucky to have resources, right? Like Brent Lamppa in Rochester and his son,
Not Corey
played at Penn
Millen.
State. No, well, Corey, I've learned a lot about. I've learned.
Anything from Corey Millen over there?
He's a hockey advisor, so I've learned a little bit about the advising side of things from him and Tom and some other guys. But yeah, I think parents need to chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's becoming an epidemic with parents, just maybe being too involved and not just letting things happen the way it should. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and yeah.
It's good for advisors, though.
Well, there's a zillion of them these days.
Right.
Crawling around the metro.
It's pretty crazy. I was when my kid was approached. I was approached, and they were talking about an advisor, and I talked to somebody else that he did the same thing, and he hired him. I think it was $5,000 or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
He never saw him play one time, and I'm like,
The advisor?
why are you paying this guy that's
Yeah.
never seen your kid play?
Yeah. Well, it feels good to be liked, right? And I think that's hereditary in anything in life. And if you get attention, you'll be willing to spend money for it if you're desperate.
Yeah.
But you hear something that you want to hear.
Yeah, exactly. And advisors can't make a team for you. And if somebody says they can, then they're full of shit. But the kid needs to do it, and I think Tommy can talk more about this than I can. But I'm going through. My son's 12, right? So we're not even. And he's a goalie, and
He's not signed
he's
yet?
got a massive.
He hasn't been drafted yet?
massive 5-hole.
He's behind the curve.
Yeah, he's not
So
drafted
we'll
yet?
we'll
Oh
talk.
my
Yeah,
God, you better.
we'll talk in 3-4 years if he's on his trajectory. But Tom, Tom, talk a little bit about it. I mean, you've gone through the journey with Brett, right? Like, and
Yeah.
that's the thing with Brett Chorske's a great example. I mean, a kid who got cut, kid who didn't make top teams until his junior, senior year, and then now he's playing in the American Hockey League in one of the last cuts for the Florida Panthers. I just saw Brett a couple weeks ago. It was good to see him, and he's 6'6" and he's skilled and all these things. But you really have to think about this as a marathon and not a sprint, and just chill out and let the kids kind of mature at their own speed, because you can't outrace the game.
Parents can be a problem for a kid, and for the kid's development, for the kid's mindset, for even in some cases, I think if their reputation precedes them, if a coach has a choice between 2 players and he knows that one player's parents were volleyball players and know nothing about hockey, and then they've got this other parent who thinks they know a lot about hockey.
They're taking the volleyball
Taking the volleyball player
Yes.
because it's less of a headache if they know that the reputation of that parent is that they kind of like to stick their nose in their business or they badmouth the coaching and all that. So there is some truth to parents being a problem. I was just listening to a podcast earlier this morning about one of my old teammates, John McLean, and he's coached in the NHL, and his son is now in the NHL. So they got onto this topic of parenting, coaching, kids, and the thing sort of we're talking about, hockey parents. And he made a comment, and I heard an Edina parent say it when my kids were young, too. And he was a really good coach. Coached my son 1 year, and then my daughter lots of years. But he used to, when they have the parent talk, the coach gets up at the beginning of the year once the team is made, and then the coach is going to have a talk with the parents. And he would say, you guys will screw this up. If this thing goes sideways, it'll be your fault. He used to put it right on the parents. And he's like, the kids are fine. The kids like each other. The kids know how to play, and I know how to coach them. But if something gets screwed up, it's going to be because of the parents, because of you guys.
Corey Millen going back for another.
It's probably got to take a leak.
Yeah.
Where's your diaper?
And then John McLean said it again today. He was on this podcast, and he, for whatever reason, he made the same comment. He goes, parents are the ones that can typically will wreck it. They wreck it. And he did also talk. I wasn't perfect, and there were times, a couple times where maybe I might have yelled from the bleachers, like, get in there, and your kid looks up at you like,
Are you doing this?
what are you doing that?
Yeah.
Are you really yelling at me right now? And I'm yelling at you. You get in there, and then you learn like, no, that was terrible. Yeah. And you feel bad.
And I think if there's one message that I could come across, I'm coaching Pee Wee A hockey in Duluth.
Break some more. Why don't you? Jesus
Thank
Christ
you.
over there.
Yeah, stay humble. No, I think for parents, just ask questions.
What do you mean?
Figure
Who?
out.
Ask who?
Well, figure out who in the parent group knows something about hockey. It's out there. I mean, it's a small community at the end of the day, right? We're all in this fabric together. Find out who might know something about something.
But
it's not
they
easier.
always think they know their kids are superstars.
Finja,
It's insane.
I
And
understand.
they'll keep counsel with no one. They are not going to go to some other parent and act like
Right, but this
they're
is
not going to give them that.
Somebody at the water cooler at
Satisfaction.
freaking
I
IBM
get
is
it,
telling
but
them.
listen, we're in a platform of we've got a Stanley Cup champ on this pod, right? We've got a dad, we've got dads on
One of
this
the greatest
pod.
Harding players ever.
So ask questions. That's my message to anyone. Ask questions and figure it out before you ruin your kid's career. Because to your point, sure, when you're climbing the ladder in this game, that parent is just as important as the player in some circumstances where who wants to have that baggage? What coach wants to have that baggage? And we've all seen it firsthand. I mean, there's a kid that won't make the team because dad's a fucking nut job.
Yeah.
Or mom's too involved.
or
Or they just make
questions.
it not fun for the kid.
Right.
or
they burn
you
out.
will make the team because mom is a smoke show.
Well,
If there's two players
NA3,
on the bubble,
NA3.
yes, you are making the team if your mom's a hot mom.
Or she's a really good manager. If she's
Yes,
a really
Yes,
she's
that-
very
because
detail oriented.
every team needs a
Look
good
at you.
manager.
He's such a good dude,
Detail
isn't he?
oriented.
He
Well,
goes to
yeah.
that, and I go to that.
Right. I mean, that's.
I bet the teams I coached, right? Like the number one headache is going to be like if you
Putting
can
everything
find
together.
You
Ice
can find
time,
Yes.
tournaments.
just everything, the
Yeah.
apparel, the getting everything organized. You need a good manager. So
Yeah.
if you know that there's a mom
Oh, yeah.
that
That's true, Tommy. That's a
and
good
it could
call.
be a dad. I never had a dad, but if you knew there was, if you know that certain parents are good at
Right.
certain things and
Organized.
and in Edina, we had like 3 B1 teams, 3 B2 teams. Like there's so many teams. It's like, well, if I'm going to take him because his mom's a good manager, they're all going to be on B2 teams anyways.
Yeah,
You're
they're all
not
Yeah.
screwing them out of
Yeah.
a better level or something. So
On this side of the river,
good
we
call.
choose the drinking buddies.
yeah, that's
We find a manager, and then we get everybody else. He likes to party.
fun times.
He likes to party.
Yeah.
Pregame,
Nepotism is real.
Parking lot beers.
blacktop,
PLBs.
blacktop bar.
Well, thank you, boys. I think
We're ending on that note.
Well,
Yeah, I know it's been a long time.
we've
overstayed our.
We're gonna
our
do it
go
again.
another hour.
We're gonna do it again here soon.
I mean,
It goes,
Lamppa,
it goes fast.
do you want to one hot take on how the Wild are going to finish this season? Come on, what are you thinking? What's
Well,
your premonition?
Well, my premonition is they're not going to come out of the West.
Okay.
Why are the NHL playoffs set up so messed up?
I've heard
Why isn't
people-
the best
yeah.
best team playing the 8th team? 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, and 4 versus 5. Why doesn't that happen?
I've heard it
they wanna-
proposed that they should bring it back because it's a great way to do it.
Well, it's the only way to do it.
It's
If they want
such
to
a
build
gauntlet
rivalries,
to get
Yeah.
through 7 games, like wow.
they talk about rivalries. You want the Central to play each other. No bullshit. You'd want them to play in the finals.
Right. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Well,
Should
yeah.
eliminate the
What
weaker
good
teams.
does the
first
regular
and-
season
right,
do
yeah.
if you don't want the best record, so you play the worst team?
My hot take is going to be that the Wild make another
big move.
another big move.
I think Gus is going to be gone.
Move Gus and get
I
a
think
big
We don't have anything else.
get a center.
We don't.
we
have,
need a center.
Yes.
We need a center. One more,
Sidney Crosby.
another piece up front. I
Sid
don't know
the
if I
kid.
want to. Someone was mentioning Malkin.
Yeah, I saw that.
They were like, well, and they proposed. I forget who it was, and it was a national media guru, and he said something like, "Well, Kirill's going to have to reach out to Malkin and try to persuade him." And I made a comment on social media that I'm like, Billy Guerin might know Malkin better than
Right.
Kirill. I'm not sure if you checked the history books, but Billy played with him and won a cup when he was still
Pittsburgh,
playing.
yeah.
And then he went into management for like 4 or 5 years of the Pittsburgh Penguins, where he was around him, I think, pretty regularly. So I'm like, I don't think we need Kirill to go
Yeah, I think Billy's
talk to
got that
Malkin.
covered.
I think BG's got that one covered.
Yeah.
Are we trying to be the new Red Army?
I wouldn't think so. I don't think that's Billy's intention.
No.
I think,
Surround Kirill with the Red Army.
well, when I played in Pittsburgh, they surrounded Jagr with all kinds of checks.
Yeah.
I mean,
You want to
had
make
a-
him happy.
He was happy, all right. We weren't very good at the end, but these guys. One night we played. You want stories? Like,
Yes.
One night. Well, we're over our time, but one
There's
night.
no time.
One night we're playing in Phoenix, and I don't know if we won or lost, but we get off the ice. We're in the locker room, and these guys. So it was Jaromir and Straka and Robert Lang. I mean, I can't even name them all. There's Razoval, like there was like 6 or 7 of these Czech guys, and they're talking Czech in the locker room and stuff, and they're buzzing around like they're in the shower, they're on their way. I'm like, what's going on? What are you guys doing? And Straka, he's like, Jagr's got a jet. We're going to Vegas, and because we were staying overnight, and we were going to practice in the morning in Phoenix, which you didn't always do, and now they get on a private jet, right? They charter to the next city right away. We were staying over in Phoenix, which was great. Like we were thinking, oh, we're going to go out in Scottsdale. It's going to be awesome. These guys were jumping on a plane, going to Vegas, because Jagr was such a big gambler that Vegas sent, like Caesars sent a jet for them. And I was like, you guys are going to Vegas? Like, holy crap. We got practice at 10 in the morning. Yeah, we'll be back. So
Did you go?
I didn't go. I wasn't invited because I didn't speak Czech, but it was just the Czech crew. But yeah, they went to Vegas overnight, came back in, and were strolled in the locker room in their suits and stuff at 9 a.m. and they were on the ice at 10. I don't remember the details, but I knew they went to Vegas that night. I was
See, Chor brings up Jagr
Holy
because
crap.
he's part of one of the
Oh, yeah,
greatest
he's-
trivia things ever,
Great
right?
trivia question.
It's a
A great
great
trivia.
we didn't talk about that.
Yeah,
We didn't.
I got it written down here. Do you know this stat, Zach?
Tell me.
So let me find it. Jaromir Jagr was a teammate of someone who made it all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals every year since 1980.
Oh, I saw that list.
So every year since 80, he had played with somebody that had made it all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals, and Chor is on that list.
Oh,
Right.
that's
So like his first year, Jagr made it obviously a handful of times too, but he played with like Trottier
yes.
from the
I think it was like the
Islanders.
first 7
right.
years.
But
yeah.
that would have been like the 1980 guy,
Yep,
right?
yeah.
Probably.
Yes, it was,
Trottier.
yep.
And then and I'm towards the very end
Yeah.
because I played with him my last year in 2000.
But there's still guys in
But
2022.
then that
Yeah,
was
you were
because
probably
he played
3/4 of the
He
way
played like
through.
15 more years.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're probably 3/4 of the way through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
He's a great guy. Jags was awesome.
That story, or that is unbelievable. But my favorite, which I'm sorry, Chor, my favorite Jagr story is when he got caught with that young girl.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
and
the
she
be-
did a selfie.
And she's
tried to
trying to
blackmail
She tried to
blackmail
blackmail him.
Yeah. He's like, let me get this straight. I'm 45 and you're 20, and you're trying to blackmail me.
And I'm single, and
He's
you're
single.
not.
He's
I'm gonna
single.
send
He's
this
like,
to your wife. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, I don't. He was
that,
single.
That was a backfire.
that
on
was
her
a
part.
backfire.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
didn't
was
work.
fantastic. But
I must. My one of my Jagr stories is when back when I was playing, when they still were giving us paper checks in the locker room, they'd put it. We had little mailboxes, right? So you get some fan mail and whatever else you were having sent there, and our checks might be in there, or they'd come around and hand them. But we were getting paper checks, and finally, we were all like, "God, I'd love to see Jagr's check." So we asked him, like, "Jagr, can we see your check? Look at this thing." $550,000, and we get paid every 15 days, like everyone else. Every 2 weeks, he was getting $550.
oh my God.
Like, mine was like 18. He's getting $550.
Wow.
And I'm not complaining. 18,000 every
take it.
2 weeks.
But it's cool to see
I'd
that.
take that now. But
Yeah.
oh yeah.
but yeah, it was cool to see that, and he was crazy.
Was
though.
he a good teammate?
Yeah, I mean, towards the end, he was disgruntled because when I had got there in 99, 2000, they had kind of dismantled the team. Mario had retired. All the guys were gone that were so much fun to win championships with.
Yeah.
So he had his boys around him, but we weren't winning very much, and he didn't care for the coach, I don't think. So
Right.
he wasn't super happy, but.
He still had great hair though.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? My wife's always impressed. He sent us all Christmas cards, handwritten Christmas cards to all the players.
That's awesome.
And his training regimens were off the charts. His legs
That's why
were
he
like,
stuck around for that
yeah,
long,
it
right?
was huge. Yeah.
I mean, he had the talent, but
he did some crazy
talent
stuff.
runs out at some point.
He was a good player.
Pretty cool. Well, thanks, fellas.
Okay.
Let's do it again here soon.
Yeah.
You guys are the best. This is a lot of
Thank
fun.
you, boys.
Yeah,
it's
we'll
good to
do it
get out.
again.
Might have to add another one for Corey so he doesn't feel left out.
I was going to say bring us both back, but that might
Yeah,
be
there's
trouble
there's
too.
not enough air in this room. For
we'd have fun with it.
Yeah, that would be fun. But
Okay.
appreciate you guys coming on. I want to say thanks again for Carbless for setting us up with some cocktails. Appreciate that. And everybody, thanks for listening. You can hear us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, and all their platforms where you get our podcast. Please like, subscribe, and tell a friend about us. And we are out.
We are out.
And most of all, hey, before that, don't be a dick.
Cheers.
I like it. Peace.
Yeah.
Straight talk on the east side in a world of